Oh, dang. I was trying to share it right now. And we're already on. Happy Saturday, folks, and welcome to the CP Sports. As always, I'm your host, Chris, and I am joined by my co host, Mike.
What's going on? Happy New Year.
What'd you do for New Year's, Mike?
I ate a lot of food and then I took a nap. So I was pretty
And I
much
took a
it.
nap.
I
I
really didn't
actually
do much
stayed
else.
up, but I mean, I didn't have the kids, so they were with their grandma. But
Nice.
it was nice to have a little bit of time away for once. Ooh, you got really dark. Is the Undertaker showing up over there?
Dude, I don't know why my light just fell asleep. I'll be there in a
uh,
bit. Hold on.
yeah, you're good.
We can
Technical
keep it going.
difficulties, folks.
We can keep it going.
All right. Well, Jimmy Buckets garnered a lot of attention in the trade atmosphere once again. Um, so the Heat president Pat Riley stated that, quote, we don't commit. The music's not even playing. Anyway, quote, we don't usually comment on rumors, but all the speculation has become a distraction to the team and is not fair to the players and coaches. Therefore, we will make it clear we are not trading Jimmy Butler, end quote. Now, Butler has been adamant about his trade since his strained relationship with the Heat after Riley announced they wouldn't extend Butler's contract before the 2024-25 season. And during an interview this week, Butler said, quote, I want to see me getting my joy back playing basketball. Whatever that may be, we'll find out pretty soon, end quote. When asked if he could find joy on the court with Miami, Butler responded without hesitation, probably not.
I don't get that. I mean, he's a he's an all-star, right? He should be able to like carry the team and change the culture, do how he pleases. That music's pretty loud. Oh, what the heck?
Oh, I'll turn it down. I can't even hear it on my end for some reason.
Oh, yeah, I hear it.
Okay, let me know
Butler,
so I could change it and whatnot.
he's trying to sabotage this cast right now. Now, if he's an all-star, he should be the leader of the team. He should be able to change the team how he wants, at his will, the culture, the chemistry, everything like that. If he's not gonna be willing to do that, then yeah, he should leave. But to blame the other people for it, it doesn't make that much sense since he is supposed to be the focal point of the Heat. Um, Finding happiness, like, come on, dude, like just say you want to,
smile.
yeah, just say you want to leave. Like, it's cool, dude. Like, the Spurs will pick you up. We got you, dog.
The Spurs would pick. I could only hope so. That would be a nice little addition. But Butler did say earlier that he had certain places he wanted to stop at, and the only thing is now his agent is saying he doesn't have a preference, and I guess it's just because he just wants out of there. He did say, that whenever he came to the team, that they were going to go look for more pieces and have people added to the roster to help out. And that unfortunately didn't happen.
Yeah.
They didn't really add much. It was just Butler. It was like they were just relying on Butler, just picking up the entire team. And I could understand his frustration. And then with recently, they were trying to say he wasn't trying. So he got upset with the staff over there for trying to say that. He was saying, whether I have a good game or a bad game, I'm still trying. So there's a lot of strain in that relationship, especially with Pat Riley saying that they're not going to renew his contract or extend it, whatever. And then you got Pat Riley coming out outright saying, no, we're not trading him. And that seemed to ruffle some feathers.
Yeah, they changed their mind like what in the course of like a week. Like,
yeah, pretty much. It wasn't even. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it was a week, right? Because then.
Something like that. I know they showed the two tweets about it. I forgot. They had the dates on there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They ended up, saying no, and then just yesterday, they released that Jimmy Butler is now suspended, citing quote unquote multiple instances of conduct detrimental to the team. The Heat released a statement last night saying through his quote, through his actions and statements, he has shown he no longer wants to be part of this team. Jimmy Butler and his representative have indicated that they wish to be traded. Therefore, we will listen to offers, end quote. So now, after all that doubling down, we're not trading them. This is not happening. Now they're looking for trades. Now that Jimmy Butler is a lot more vocal, it seems.
It doesn't look that good on him though, the way he's doing it. I don't know what team would want to pick him up if they know he's going to be doing that if things don't go his way. But we'll see.
It seems to be something that he tends to do quite often, which is unfortunate just because the simple fact that, you know, his teammates are relying on him and they want to go, you know, to the playoffs with him, and they expected that initially. Unfortunately, that's not how it's going down. But the Spurs and Nugs played last night, and the Spurs had a great showing last night as they went up against the 2023 champion Denver Nuggets. The Spurs controlled the majority of the game, maintaining the lead until midway through the third when Westbrook sank a three off an assist from Jokic. After that, it was just constant back and forth until the end. It was just a matter of who got the last score. Up 11 or 111 to 110, Victor Wembanyama stole a Jokic pass, resulting in a Devin Vassell jam with 1.1 left in the fourth, and Michael Porter Jr. missed a buzzer-beating three that would have sent it to overtime. Spurs win 113 to 110. Wemby came away with like 35 points and 18 boards. Vassell accounted for 18, while Champagnie and Johnson came off the bench to sink 15 plus each as San Antonio sealed the impressive victory.
It just shows you what they're capable of doing. They can beat these high caliber teams on a nightly basis. Wembanyama's only getting better. Vassell's only getting better. Castle did that putback slam dunk, which was very impressive over Jokic. It looked like they were running on all four cylinders, and they're gonna make a playoff push. I can see that. They're already in the 8th seed. They're only 4 games behind the 2 seed, so you got a lot of game left, a lot of improvement. Looks like the chemistry is finally like gelling, and Wembanyama's actually starting to talk back to these other players. I saw him going with Westbrook for a little bit. So he's not scared to back down. Westbrook, you know, he's trying to bully him or he's trying to talk back to him. Wemby was like, nah, he's too little. He's too little. So see how that game goes, man. They look like a very feat for the rest of the season. I do have some tickets coming up January 17th. I will be looking at them live when they play the Grizzlies, and I'll give an update on that. So it's going to be John Morant, but he's going to be not bringing no firearms in there, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. He's going to go on live.
Man.
Don't go on live,
Sorry
John.
about that.
Don't
I
go
was
on live.
trying to fix up my laptop and running out of battery here, so I had to send everything to the desktop. But moving forward, let me get back to it. Excuse-moi. On Sunday, Aaron Rodgers makes his 241st start, which may be his last. Now, in a late interview, Rodgers acknowledged the acknowledged the imminent change coming to the Jets organization and how it could include his departure. With the future of the Jets in the air, so is Rodgers' NFL career. If the Jets don't keep him, would someone else take a shot at the 41-year-old Rodgers, or is the inevitable upon the horizon? It seemed like it hit him in the same interview as he reflected, saying, quote, "This game has given me a lot. I've given a lot back to it, and I'm thankful for it. I won't be thinking about that on game day. I'll just be enjoying this. I'm trying to stay in the moment, but of course, it's been a long career. I'm really proud of what I've been able to be a part of, what I've been able to accomplish, and I'm also looking forward to a nice mental and physical rest.
Where do you start, man? This like I can take jabs at Rodgers. I could take jabs at the Jets. You know what?
I could
I
take
think
jabs at the Jets.
he says that the Jets are going to change, the
Oh,
imminent change when he leaves. But come on, Jets are not changing. They're still going to be a dumpster fire with or without Rodgers. Doesn't really matter. It's just Rodgers is just already retired. He shouldn't even play this last game. He's just going to look bad again. He might even get hurt. I mean, I don't know what the Jets are going to do after this. Obviously, they need probably a new team altogether. But I'm happy for Rodgers. I mean, he got to play at least a little bit longer, even though he didn't look that great. He is a
legend.
I guess a Hall of Famer. I wouldn't say a legend, no.
I think nobody's gonna forget those bombs that he threw against Dallas. Okay, especially not you.
Okay, so he's definitely not a legend now. He's not a legend. He won one title with a good defense.
Bomb defense, man. That was a good team.
He has multiple MVPs, but then again, the MVP is just for quarterbacks. So it's not like he's the best player. They just gave it to the best quarterback, and like I don't know. We'll see how the end of the season goes for Rodgers. Maybe he does something. A good game. I forgot who he's playing. Probably
damn, who was it? I just had it too.
Are they playing the
I
Dolphins?
didn't write it down, but I know I had it in my head.
It's probably the Dolphins, if anybody. I don't know.
But
they need to get away. Brees Hall needs to leave that team before his career ends. Garrett Wilson needs to leave that team. Sauce needs to leave that team. Like, go somewhere else.
What about Devontae? He just got there.
Then he needs to just have punishment and just stay there then for wanting to go to the Jets.
You want to play with Rodgers, huh?
Man, we're gonna sign you a 5-year deal. You can't get out of here now. Why would you go to the Jets? Oh my God, you went from the Raiders to the Jets. Like, what the heck? What's going on, man?
Oh man,
I don't get it.
What a career Rodgers has led, though. Great quarterback, great athlete, and it's going to be sad to see him once he does finally go. He's one of the greats for sure. And he'll always be remembered for those, like I said, those bombs he would just throw and those Hail Marys that he would just magically make over there in Green Bay. It was a crazy time. But moving forward, as we get into NFL, we'll get into the NFL playoffs. And with the Jets being, the whole focal point here, it is in fact the Dolphins that they play in the wild card hunt this week. We got storylines of week 18 coming up in our wild card clinching scenarios. Miami has to beat the Jets and hope that Denver loses in order to clinch the wild card. Now, I can see the Dolphins doing this, but you think Aaron Rodgers is going to be that one that closes the doors on them?
Yeah, Dolphins they're probably not going to win either. Tua's not playing, so that should do great in the quarterback right there. Jets have a decent defense, and they want to play spoiler, so I could see the Jets wanting to try to win this game just to ruin any Dolphins playoff chances. I'd rather see the Bengals make that last seed, in my opinion, over anybody, because no one wants to see the Bengals in the playoffs. But I don't see Denver losing to the Chiefs, especially if they're resting all their starters. Broncos probably have an easy game, but then Carson Wentz, he might want to just go off and beat the Denver Broncos. So we'll see how that goes.
The Broncos would have to win in that situation, and the Dolphins would have to lose or tie in order for the Broncos to make it. I think they also have to have Cincy lose as well.
Oh, I thought Broncos win and they're in. I thought that was that easy for them.
No, they need the Dolphins to lose or tie, and also I believe the Bengals. And Cincy, as you said, they need to defeat Pittsburgh plus a Broncos loss and a Dolphins loss or tie in order to make it. So there's really slim chances there. But with, like you said, a lot of people are sitting their starters. They're getting ready for the playoffs, and anything could happen at this point.
Dallas makes it. You said anything can happen. I guess. I guess anything can happen. Never mind. He's lying, guys.
Oh man,
He's a liar. This guy, man. Well, the NFC picture's already set in stone. All the seeds
South title's still up for grabs, though.
Yeah, that one doesn't matter though. No one cares about that. But I'm talking about the 5th, 6th, and 7th seeds. Those are already set in stone. The only thing on the table is that 4th seed, which is it's always the South, NFC South. That's this 4th seed. It's never anything.
The Bucks seem to be the favorite right now, so they need a win against the Saints. So they'll take the title home with the loss or tie from Atlanta. The Falcons need to win with the Tampa Bay loss. Now, if Tampa Bay wins and the Falcons win, Tampa Bay still takes it. And finally, though, the biggest story of Week 18 is the NFC top seed as the battle of the 14-2s commences. Prime time on NBC tomorrow night. The Vikings and Lions go head-to-head for the top seed. Now, Minnesota has to win to become the NFC top dogs, while Detroit needs a win or tie.
That's weird. But, yeah, that's probably the best game of all season that's coming up on that one.
I'm excited for that one.
It's crazy that we're going to see a 14-3 team be a wild card team. That's crazy. It makes you think that maybe they should do different playoff formats, but then again, division is a good way to do it. So, but it's weird that this team's gonna be 14-3 and they're gonna have a wild card playoff, whoever team it's gonna be.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I saw a promo of remember Rock and Stone Cold when they had that promo with Limp Bizkit? It had that, but instead it had like the Lions and the Vikings faces on each other's faces. And they like to start fighting each other.
That's great.
And it's all like, it's giving those vibes, man. Like two great teams, two great things going at it. You really rarely see that in the last week of a season. You rarely see a really good game like this. So I'm definitely tuning in.
Yeah, lots up in the air for Week 18 for the first time probably in a while. And this one's more than likely going to be a real close one. And I thought that the college football playoffs were going to be real close, but boy, was I wrong. The number 8 Ohio State tore up the top-ranked Oregon, advancing to the Cotton Bowl, and unlike everyone else, Texas had one hell of a ride to get there. Things looked good after Quinn Ewers had that rushing TD with 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter to put the Longhorns up 24-8, but ASU answered back with a touchdown of their own, and Ewers threw an interception that resulted in a quick touchdown drive, tying it up. Now, despite having the chance to seal it twice, Burt Auburn missed a 48-yard field goal, then missed a 38-yarder thereafter, but they were able to pull it off in double overtime.
Man, I wanted the Longhorns to win, but like, man, it was just so close, man. Like the way they won, the way they almost lost. Like sometimes it's like, man, did you even deserve to win that game? They got lucky on that 4th and 13th and getting overtime. They were one play away from losing. That kicker should be fired already. Like he cost, man, it was crazy. I really didn't want Arizona to win. They have a really good running back, but I didn't like him. I don't like him. I don't know why.
I don't know why,
but I'm just disappointed Boise State couldn't win against Penn State. But all these
that one was another crazy one, man. Freaking Penn State just held Boise down. I thought they would. Unfortunately, nobody saw that episode or heard of it. There were technical difficulties. It was a whole thing. Okay. Anyway, I figured Penn State's defense, if they stayed hot, they'd be able to hold them down, which they did. Unfortunately, I don't know if Notre Dame could do the same they did to Georgia with Penn State, because I really thought these, like I said, I really thought these were going to be closer games, but Notre Dame exploited Georgia, who were relying on their backup QB. The defense ultimately won it for them in that one. And as they kept the pressure on, forcing a few fumbles and racking up sacks and tackles for loss, I was a little disappointed that nobody came away with a pick with Stockton starting. I thought we'd see him make more mistakes. Nonetheless, the Irish and the Lions kick off the semifinals with the Orange Bowl on the 9th at 6:30 p.m. on ESPN. Now, with James Franklin and Marcus Freeman's programs facing off, we are guaranteed to see the first black head coach in the college football finals.
I like Notre Dame for this one. I think their great attrition and everything is going to make them win this game. They're making the game like defensively as far as running the ball, stopping the run, playing hard. They're playing NFL football, and I think it's translating well. And I think they're going to win this game against Penn State, even though Penn State has a first-round linebacker draft pick. I forgot his name, but he's probably the best defender in the league right now. So we'll see how that goes. I think Notre Dame's just going to run the ball down their throat, and if they can't stop them, then it's going to be a long night for Penn State.
I don't know, man. I would like Notre Dame to win, to be honest with you, but I don't know. I see this going Penn State's way. Both teams actually have a balanced offense, and they obviously got to get the run going in order to get the pass game open. Notre Dame has a little tiny bit more focus on the passing game, and if they can't get it, I don't know if there's going to be a possibility of them winning, because Penn State has that dual running back threat, and I believe each of them have over 1,000 yards this season. I can see them being able to tire the defense throughout the game and get those shots downfield later on. But this is going to be a real close one still. I think they're both really equally matched. I say Penn takes it, though.
I don't think so. I mean, you saw how Penn State was playing against Mississippi in the first round. Like, they look bad, and they got lucky with a couple picks. Boise State, you know why they got there for what it was, because of one person, right? They stopped them, so that was it. So I don't know, man.
So that was it.
There was nothing else they could have done. But I don't know, man. If Penn State plays the way they played against Mississippi at all like that, they might lose this game to Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame has got their number, and that's it. That's it, man.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, I think Xavier Watts will have a pretty decent game. Like I said, I was kind of disappointed that we didn't see no picks in that Georgia game, with Xavier Watts being the number 2 in interceptions in college right now. But I think he'll turn up the voltage a little bit in this one and possibly get a pick or two. And that might even be the deciding factor of this game. It might lie on him. We'll just have to wait and see. It's going to be an exciting game. I hope it's not like these other ones that I thought were going to be close and weren't close at all. But we're in for some good football, that's for sure.
That's right.
Now, moving forward, as we get into the boxing ring a little bit, sources told ESPN, I believe this was last Friday or so, Teofimo Lopez is finalizing a deal to defend his WBO junior welterweight title March 15th. The 21-1 Lopez will have his third title defense, headlining Top Rank Boxing on ESPN Plus pay-per-view against the 21-2 Sauria Matias.
I didn't see this fight coming. I really haven't really kept up with Teo in a while because he hasn't fought. But finally, I'm happy that he finally got a deal going on. Matias is actually a good opponent, in my opinion, for Teo to fight. Matias used to be real dangerous. He was undefeated until he lost a close battle against Liam Paro. But then he did come back to win against Roberto Ramirez in a bounce back fight. So this is good for both people, I think, that are fighting. Matias needs to get back on track. He was a former champ. Teo is, still trying to make a name for himself. He wants that big money fights, and this is the first step in getting that finally fighting a reputable opponent. In my opinion, Teo's really not really fought that much people that have the same resume that Marius has. So I expect this to be a shootout. I think they're going to be real offensive towards each other. Whoever can avoid the big blows and whoever can control the ring probably can take this fight. They are both scrappy people. They like to get, real down in there and clinch work, a little dirty boxing here and there. But Marius is dangerous. Don't get me wrong. Teo's got to bring it. He's got to be 110% if he's going to actually have this win under his belt.
When was Teo's last defense? Because this is barely his start, and I remember him winning it a while back.
Yeah, it's been almost a year, dude. Like I don't really recall. I know whoever he fought, he was a gamer. Like this guy was coming at him all fight. He was just trying to push him. He didn't let Teo breathe in that fight. It was pretty impressive the stamina, but it was against Steve Claggett in June of this year was the last time he fought. So I mean it's been like 6 months, I guess.
Yeah, it didn't have been too long. It felt like it was longer than that.
It was a good fight. I liked it. It was a really good fight.
But moving forward, we do have Cottrell, who called out for a title match against Lopez after his victory over Progrillas in October. But with that seeming to be off the table for now, he doesn't have to worry, though. He's got another fight coming up. We still get to see what I think in the end will be a banger before the Lopez March 15th bout. Ranked number 2, Jack Cottrell is set to meet the number 1 ranked Arnold Barboza Jr. in Manchester just a month on February 15th before Lopez's bout. Now, Cottrell built a decent resume, beating the likes of Regis Progrillas and Josh Taylor, but the test comes February against the undefeated Barboza Jr.
I don't know much about Barboza, but I do know about Cottrell. He's a bit in there with some good people. Progrillas is no pushover. Josh Taylor I think he's a Hall of Famer, and when he retires. Yeah. But Barboza's a champ, and he's undefeated. He's got a lot going on for him. I need to look more into it, but it should be a good fight. I need to do some more research though. But if Cottrell's in there, it should be a good war right there.
Cottrell could win this one, but I don't know. This is going to be a real close fight. I don't know if we'll see any knockdowns. We might see it go the distance. Maybe 1 or 2 knockdowns at the most, but I don't know about any knockdowns, to be honest with you. It's going to be a good fight. They're going to bring it that day, and it's a must-see, especially with the Teofimo Lopez's next person probably being whoever wins this one. So
better be from like 6 months ago. I don't want to wait like a whole year. But we'll see how that goes.
But from the boxing ring to the wrestling ring, Raw on Netflix happens Monday. Now, John Cena has been confirmed for Raw on Netflix as he goes on his last run. But the rumor mill has legends like The Rock, Taker, Steve Austin, and Shawn Michaels being a part of the action too. We have some big money matches to add to those big names like Punk versus Seth, Rhea versus Liv Morgan, and Tribal Combat for the Uafala between Solo and Roman Reigns. This debut will for sure be packed to the brim, and we'll probably even see a Logan Paul return, to be honest.
We're going to see some buffering probably. That's what I'm thinking. But
Man, I hope not.
Hopefully not. And we really won't be able to see John Cena, dude. That's crazy, dude.
They had something live just recently, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, the NFL games. They didn't have no problems then. At least I didn't have no problems.
Oh, yeah, it was good. It was good.
But, I don't know if anybody really wanted to see that. I think some people only tuned in for Beyonce because the Texans weren't there.
They forgot they had a game that day.
They got the Titans this week, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. They're already in.
Yeah, they should I don't know. Maybe he should play a little bit, and then they end up rusty, like how the college games gave the buys for
Yeah.
the top seeds. They all lost. So I don't know.
But who do you think? Who else do you, or who would you want to see make their return
Oh,
on Raw on
on
Netflix?
Netflix, AJ Styles. That's all you gotta say. He's
I mean, yeah, it's been a while, right? I last I heard he is doing better and he's right there. Unfortunately, I believe Carl Anderson is still hurt right now. I don't know. I saw there was an update. I haven't looked at it, so I'm not sure if he's gonna be back. But he's hurt. Then you got Luke Gallows. I guess he's just sitting out because Carl Anderson's hurt. I'm not too sure on what they have going on there, but I
yeah.
would love to see that whole club thing come to fruition and actually be good because they tried this multiple times already and it's just flopped. But that's because of the booking they had going on for them. It just seemed none of it fell in place at the time, and I feel like if you do it right, it will fall in place.
It should be exciting. It's 3 hours, right?
Yep.
Damn. It should be good, man.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Let's forget
tired of
about it.
that, to be honest with you. Like they had for this short period here in December, they had it to where it was 2 hours of Raw and 2 hours of SmackDown. I absolutely loved that period because 3 hours, man, I'm so sick of 3 hours. I don't want to take 3 hours to watch something. And then the fact that a lot of the stuff doesn't even happen within those 3 hours. They hold things off. They go to commercial. You miss things. Speaking of which, they're going to have commercials on Netflix. I read that they're still going to have commercials, which we saw in the NFL games.
Yeah.
They had commercials then. So it's unfortunate that we are getting commercials, but now I'm gonna have to tune in live more often. It kind of seems because once it goes off air, they're gonna edit it right away, and I like to watch my wrestling unedited.
For sure.
But the three hour move, oof, I don't care for that. Now, speaking of moves, with the subsequent move to NXT to Netflix, talent has started to jump ship with WWE's quote unquote transfer window. The company has continued teasing changes to the roster. WrestleVotes Radio reported once SmackDown started to run 3 hours, American Made is expected to move to the Blue brand, which SmackDown started their 3 hours yesterday. So we will see American Made show up on Friday nights. I like this move personally because I feel like they just crapped on their whole run with the Wyatt Six. You know, American Made is an amazing group of people, including Ivy Niles, an amazing talent. Um, Chad Gable's a great talent. So are the Creed brothers. So I really hoped that they would flourish in the main roster. Unfortunately, that has not been the case, and unfortunately for Chad Gable, it's taken a while. But we're gonna see them move up. I'm hoping their booking's gonna be a lot better. The whole thing with the Wyatt Six, I felt like took the piss out of them, and now they're just there.
Yeah.
So I hope that they're gonna pick it back up here at Raw. I mean at SmackDown, excuse me.
I forgot about the Wyatt Six, dude. What the heck?
They're still coming out. They had a match not that long ago. I forget. I think it was Karrion Kross, The Miz, and AOP went all up against the Wyatt Six.
Oh,
like a week or
that
2
sounds
weeks
cool,
ago.
I guess.
But I mean, nothing's really happening with them like that to where they have how do you call it? Like programs or anything. They just pop up and then they go away. They pop up and then they go away. So
All
I
right,
don't know what they're
later.
trying. Yeah, it's like they don't know what they're doing yet. That's what it kind of seems like to me. But we'll have to wait and see where that goes with the Wyatt Six. We still haven't seen Alexa Bliss back, Mike's favorite.
Oh, she should come back. Yeah,
Yeah,
she needs to come back.
she needs to come back. I don't know what they're gonna do with her and Nikki Cross being in the fray with them, but we'll have to wait and see unless
And
Alexa
then
Bliss comes back and does her own thing.
And then Penta's coming too. I forgot about that.
Yeah, they showed that tease. It showed basically his mask. So we will see Pentagon show up here soon. I'm thinking he's gonna be on the Raw on Netflix, to be honest.
He better.
You
He
shouldn't,
better.
if you're gonna bring up a talent and have a big showcasing of them, it's better off you bring them to the premiere of Raw on Netflix rather than just SmackDown, which has been sitting on the USA Network for a while now.
I'm gonna tune in for Netflix for that to see Pentagon. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be nice. Uh, Along with the move and the transfer window and everything, there's a lot of things going down in WWE, and they have doubled down on 2-day PLEs now with the announcement of SummerSlam moving to a 2-day PLE format. It seems the 2-day events are not only here to stay, but they may multiply. Now, TKO COO Mark Shapiro spoke about 2-night PLEs in the U.S. Global Media and Communications Conference, saying, quote, "It's all a progression, a natural evolution. WrestleMania was big for us to expand. As you look at all these PLEs, depending on the partner, I think there is absolutely an opportunity to advance some of them to 2 days." Now, I wasn't a fan of the whole 2-day PLE format, but I could see where they're kind of going with this. Maybe you have, you know, one that's for Raw, one that's for SmackDown, or you mix them and have, oh, here's the world heavyweight title match and the women's world heavyweight title match, and then on this one we're gonna have the WWE title match and the WWE women's title match, so on and so forth. So they have
Yeah.
more room to do it. Like, say they do all the big events like Royal Rumble, Survivor Series, all that, then you can hold the Survivor Series women's War Games match on the first day, and then have the guys close it out with the men's War Games match on the next day. That way, you don't have 2 War Games matches in one night, and it just kind of like kills it. So I can see how this works, but I'm also still not for it. I'm kind of on the fence here.
They got to do something with all the titles. They're bringing in new titles, more bigger roster. I think it's the next step as far as getting this expansion right. Who's to say that they're going to make another show on another day, without PLE, an actual series. I know. Oh, they're doing Saturday night main event now, right? Is that going to be something that's daily?
I believe it's
or weekly.
I believe it's monthly, because they had the one here in December a while ago, and then they're gonna have the one here in San Antonio, which is, I believe, the 20-something of this month.
Gotcha.
So I'm thinking it's gonna be a monthly thing where there's gonna be a monthly Saturday night's main event, which is nice. I hope it does bring more eyes. I don't know if it will. I haven't looked at the ratings for the first one, nor have I really looked into what their plans are, but I would imagine it'd be a month-to-month thing.
They should just make a show every day. They could do it if they wanted to. They could just...
Yeah, but then you run the risk of oversaturating the whole thing. I mean, as if the wrestling industry isn't already oversaturated with all the companies out there, and access to even all the indie companies out there now. So I don't know if that would work in favor for them. I think just running the weekly shows and the monthly shows just works for now. Maybe they do something later. I know they have that competition show, LFG. That one should be coming out here soon. I can't remember. I should have looked that up. But that's going to be like a Tough Enough thing. It's like Legends and Future Stars, something I can't remember. But basically that's what that's going to be about. But to close it out here, we're going to close out with some game releases to keep an eye out for. Now, on January 16th, the Switch will release Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, which I'm excited for. I might get it myself. I always love Donkey Kong Country. And now that you have an HD port, why not, right?
Yeah. I'm not really that big on Donkey Kong, but it's a fun game.
I used to love Country on the SNES, but I remember they brought it back on the Wii, which wasn't HD. That one was like 480p because Nintendo's always behind on their hardware. But we also have Dynasty Warrior Origins, January 17th, releasing on Xbox, PC, and PS5. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth will finally release on PC January 23rd. Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles will release January 23rd as well for the PS5, Switch, Xbox, and PC. And for my PC folks, we finally get Spider-Man 2 on PC January 30th.
The
Assassin's
mods.
Creed. The mods are going to go crazy. Assassin's Creed Shadows comes out February 14th for PS5, Xbox, and PC. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there, especially with Ubisoft disappointing so many people with so many games recently. Hopefully that does not affect the Assassin's Creed
Series.
franchise, but we'll have to wait and see there. I'm going to play it. I have Ubisoft Plus, so I'm for sure going to download it. And
you're the one keeping him in business. That's crazy.
Trying. No. Hey, Ubisoft Plus is pretty cool. You get to play all the old Splinter Cells and all their good titles.
Those are good games.
But Tomb Raider 4 and 6 or 4 through 6 remastered will be releasing February 14th on PC, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series S, X, and Xbox One. Now, Monster Hunter Wilds will be February 28th on the PS5, Xbox, and PC. Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii will release February 28th on PC, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series S, X, and Xbox One. Now, one that I'm really excited for is Split Fiction, releasing March 6th on PS5, Xbox, and PC. That one I was telling you about. You said it sounds like your novel.
And stole my idea.
Basically, what happens in this one, in the story, they're going into a simulation, and whatever they're into, be it fantasy, horror, whatever genre, that's what they go into. Well, one lady is into fantasy while the other one's into what was it?
Sci-fi?
I can't remember. Sci-fi. There you go. Dang, you remembered.
My novel.
My novel. But they each like two different things, and when one of them sees the other one go under into the pod in the simulation, she refuses to go and actually tries to fight up against the doctors there that are putting them in these pods, and she falls into the pod with the lady that likes fantasy. So in this game, it's like what they said Take Two is, or It Takes Two. I have not played that game, but I've always been curious. I need to download it and check it out. But this one just seems super interesting with every level changing. It's going to be sci-fi on one end and then fantasy on the other. It's going to alternate between the two as you're going through this whole sci-fi fantasy story and trying to get back to reality. So it's going to be an exciting game. I'm more than likely going to check it out. It's something that really intrigued my interest once I watched the Video Game Awards, so I'm excited to see it.
Definitely. There is another game coming out. Dude, I forgot it. What was it? It's not GTA 6.
Oh, I wish. Take my $100, damn it.
Oh, the new game by Naughty Dog. I forgot what it was called though. Did you say that one yet?
No, I didn't. I can't remember. I didn't have that one down either.
That one looks pretty cool.
Oh, you mean the Max Payne remakes?
Nah,
that's Rockstar. Why did I think Rockstar?
Hey, man, Max Payne 1 was crazy, man.
I'm excited to see the remakes, man. I only played part 1, and it was great for the time, but I never beat it because it was my cousin that had it, and I just played it when I went over. So I'm excited to see that one come out. I'm probably going to get that one. But were you able to find out what that Naughty Dog one was?
Yeah, it was Intergalactic, The Heretic Prophet. So
I think I did hear about that one.
Yeah, the protagonist is a girl, and I think it's some sci-fi kind of universe, where there's spaceships and technological weapon kind of things. I gotta dive more into it, but it does look interesting. Anything by Naughty Dog, I like to check out. They always make good games. So,
Yeah,
other than that,
Naughty Dog never disappoints. I've never been disappointed in a Naughty Dog game.
yeah, I grew up with them. I grew up with them in Crash days, Jack and Daxter days.
Hell yeah,
Then they got Uncharted. They started getting more, more crazier, more mature games. Last of Us is a
Did they do the Ratchet and Clank games too, or no?
No, that was Insomniac.
Oh yeah, that was. You're right.
Ratchet and Clank was the best, but currently games that I feel like people should be looking into. I don't know if anyone's played that Marvel Rivals game.
I still haven't played. I downloaded it and I still haven't fired it up yet.
You gotta play it. It's like
I'll
Overwatch.
probably do it here after this.
But it's way better than Overwatch. Don't even play Overwatch. Delete it if you have it.
No, I don't. I don't even have it.
Play Marvel Rivals now. This is the game that everybody want to play now. Like,
I'm excited to check it out. I already have it downloaded, so I'll fire it up after this. But
yeah, it's so good. It's free too. So like, come on.
Come on.
Go get it.
Another game that's coming out in March. It hasn't been determined what date on March, but it already says that they're coming out with it on March. Is Killing Floor 3. Now I've played both Killing Floor 1 and 2. 2, obviously the better of the two. But I don't want another Killing Floor. I want another VR Killing Floor. That's what I want.
You hear me? VR. We need another Dead Nation. That's what we need to do.
Oh, bro. We need to stream that one for these people one of these days. That's a gem that not everybody knows about.
Yeah, that one. But if y'all are still interested in games that are out now, I would recommend getting the Warhammer Space Marine game.
Bro, I still want that damn game.
I got it. It was on sale. It was $50. Not really much of sale, but I still saved a little bit of money on it. But it's really good. You can play up to 3 players online, co-op, campaign. Nice. It's really good. The graphics are solid. The gameplay, the mechanics is very good. The dialogue, the script, it's really good. I give it a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. It's really good.
Once I get it, I'm gonna have to go online with you. That I've been wanting to play that damn game, but I'm a real frugal person. Like I bought games just the other day, and it was only like 20-something bucks worth of games, but it was 3 VR games and like 1 regular game.
Yeah.
So
you
gotta got
get
4 games for like 20-something bucks. So.
Gotta wait for it to go on sale, I guess.
That's what I normally do.
It's a really good game. A lot of enemies coming at you. It's crazy. You're just going slashing them all.
Yeah, I definitely might have to get it here soon. That way we can play. That Dead Nation, though, we do have to stream that one of these days. We'll have to make a day of it.
Yeah.
But other than that, that is all we have for you today, folks. We like to thank you all for tuning in and showing your love and support as much as you can. And we appreciate every single one of you. Hope y'all are having a wonderful weekend and have a great Sunday.
Y'all be safe out there. Love y'all.